Striim is excited to introduce to you our fully managed and purpose-driven service for BigQuery. In this demo, you will see how simple overall data pipeline configuration is between Oracle to BigQuery. You will be able to set up a pipeline in under 5 minutes and watch the data in BigQuery in real time. Striim for BigQuery is the first fully managed and purpose-built streaming service for BigQuery in the industry. Designed for everyone, you do not need to have any prior ETL expertise, and the simplified user experience requires little to no coding. This solution also offers reduced total cost of ownership, TCO, with consumption-based metering and billing. In this demo, we will demonstrate creating an Oracle to BigQuery pipeline and moving your data in a few simple steps. To start, you will sign up for Striim Cloud using your company's sponsored email. When you sign up, you will create a username and password that will be used for signing into Striim Cloud. As the first user to sign up, you will be assigned a global admin role. Once you have logged in, you will create the Striim SaaS service known as the Striim cluster. While creating a cluster, you will be asked to choose a service name, cluster location, such as a region, and the cluster size. This service has a minimum starting configuration of 8 cores and 64 GB memory. The cluster creation process is highly intelligent and automated. The process deploys Striim on Kubernetes cluster and configures automatically. Once a cluster is created, you can typically configure security to ensure a secure connection to your source databases. Striim Cloud supports various methods for connections, including secure SSH channel, reverse SSH, whitelisting the IP address in the source environment, among other methods. When you launch the service, you will be brought to the Create a Pipeline screen. Connection details to BigQuery are saved so you can reuse it for future pipeline configurations. In this demo, we will create a new connection to BigQuery that requires the service account key to be uploaded. To help you learn how to use this tool, we have added inline documentation to help you understand the on-screen information. The service automatically validates the connection and checks for all the necessary prerequisites. Similar to the target, the service will save the source connection details for future use. Prerequisite checks are run against the source as well, and the report will be shown to you. If the connection is valid, the service identifies the schema on the Oracle source and presents the list for you to select the correct one. You can either select specific schemas using the search tool or select all schemas in the source. In this case, we're choosing a single schema. The service then checks for the compatibility of the source schema with BigQuery and presents the table list for your selection. Optionally, you can choose the transformation per table that will be applied as the data flows through the pipeline in real time. For this demo, let's choose a single database. On the source Oracle database, this query confirms that we already have data on the source. On the BigQuery target, we then check that we don't have the schema created yet. Striim for BigQuery also offers intelligent performance optimization with parallel data processing by grouping the tables. In this demo, we are skipping that option as we don't have many tables or data to showcase the feature. Under Additional Settings, we will select the Continuous Changes as Audit Records to maintain the source operations sequence on the target. A summary is shown in case you choose to make modifications before running the pipeline. In this demo, we reviewed it and started the first pipeline. As you can see, within a few seconds, the pipeline was created and started to move the initial load automatically. Striim for BigQuery also has intuitive dashboards and monitoring screens. In this tool, you have an opportunity to track performance of overall business levels and at pinpointed pipeline levels. Data read and write speeds are displayed on the continuous timeline with the end-to-end lag metrics. The source and target statuses are displayed here as well. In this case, both are online and green, which means the data flow is in a healthy state. Now we will check on BigQuery. As you can see, the schema is created and we can run the query to get the data, where all 300,000 rows are written to BigQuery in just a few seconds. Now we will go back to the Oracle database and generate some data into the source table. As you can see, the pipeline immediately recognizes the changes on Oracle and starts capturing the changes in real time. And monitoring in our tool shows the CDC events with the end-to-end lag details. If we run the query on BigQuery now, we will see the CDC events already available. Thanks for watching. You have now seen our seamless, automated, and real-time data capture using Striim for BigQuery service.